So we got a Lotus and Lola. Y'all can stay on the panel if you like, but we got a Mr. Wanagi, whose name comes from I forgot where we found his Wanagi name from, and then that other name, But he decided to come up here, so let's see what he has to say.
Yeah, my name is actually a translation of my language. It has nothing to do with that surname you looked up, because my actual surname is Ghost. It's not Wanagi.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's actually pronounced Wanagi, and it's when you look it up, you actually have to use special characters, not what you typed in, because it's not pronounced the same.
Oh, you got to put
Oh,
the
you gotta put.
in it.
Yeah, you got to type in the little
So
arrow
what
on top
script
of
is
the
up
G.
here?
Is that Hebrew?
You got to put the G on the little thing on top of the G.
Okay, gotcha.
No,
Okay.
it's a translation of the Lakota word
What's up, Los?
Wanaki, which means spirit. But when they translated it from our language to English, they just put down ghost instead of spirit.
The Lakotas. Okay. But what's up with you?
Chilling, bro.
Said the Lakotas, huh?
Yeah, I'm actually I'm coastal, Lakota, and mountains from Oregon.
Okay. In Oregon?
Yeah, my dad is full blood Lakota, and my mom is two different tribes. So she's actually like um the tribe in Klamath, Oregon, in Southern Oregon, and then the other tribe is in Northern Washington.
Okay, so when I watch these things right here, I can kind of believe what's going on the Lakota plantation. I'm sorry, reservations.
Yeah, you could believe all of that. I never lived out there, but yeah, I've watched those like from beginning to end. I believe everything that goes on there.
It's like the fact that you all can't own land.
I wouldn't say about like can't owning it, but we can control it. That's for sure.
Well, you can own public land if you just buy it out like public lands, but you all don't get like land back. Let's say if you got your like tribal lands back, because nobody gives
No,
you
that's not
gives
true
you.
because we have trust land that we bought actually from. So like we own that land is owned by the tribe, and it's like really large areas. So
You know what that
that
means?
land cannot be taken from us because we bought it, like we own it. So
You own public
it's
land. Yeah, you
yeah,
don't.
it's
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 not.
not
Yeah,
it's
you can
not
buy land like a
reservation
public
land.
person. It's not. It's not a reservation. It's not Indian land. It's you all deciding to call yourself a tribe and buy land in a public place and have a corporate tribe that you live on this land and just
That owns the land.
call it your
Yeah,
tribal lands. That's just a
yeah,
fun way to call it. Funny thing to do.
pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
but I mean, like we still own it though. So the only way they could take
Yeah.
it is
Just
if we
like
sell
just
it.
like a homeowner owns his acre, right?
Yeah,
It
like
doesn't mean
I
that
own
you're
acres.
indigenous or that's your home or anything. It's just y'all bought some land. That's what's up.
Yeah, I own like 80 acres in Oregon. I got two houses there, and then I got another like 40 acres.
How much did it cost you?
Same. They were bought by my grandmother in like the 80s, so 70s, 80s.
She passed down
Maybe
some
like late
land.
90s actually.
She bought
Maybe
some
like late
land
90s.
somehow.
Yeah,
Okay.
she bought like four houses in Oregon.
So when we listen to you talk and y'all say y'all have this land, basically, I'm just letting my audience know that when they talk about this land that they got and this tribal land and whatever, it's not tribal land. It's just niggas bought some lands. They call themselves a tribe, and they living on some land that they bought, just like you can right now at your house. You can start saying you're living on tribal land. You're an Indian. Hey, you're on tribal land. Go ahead.
Not necessarily how that works, but
That's how
yeah.
it worked for y'all. Y'all bought the land. Y'all call yourselves a tribe. Now we got paperwork of being a part of a
Well,
tribe,
some
but
land
y'all
was
call yourselves a
given to
tribe.
us.
Yeah, trust could
Like
be anybody can do a trust.
reservation lands were given to us. They weren't bought.
Nah, reservation lands aren't that, sir. Reservation lands are lands leased by the government. Usually they lease it through another tribe. Like
It's like
the
Congress,
Choctaws
right?
lease land to the government to give to the Kiowas and Apaches. So let me show you. Let me show you real quick. So you ever seen this map right here where the Kiowas, Apaches, and all these people live at right here in Oklahoma, where the real Indian territory is? But Oklahoma right here, the Kiowa, Comanches, Apaches, Cheyennes, and the Arapahoes. How did they get the land over here? Well, let me show you. Before that, this
Well,
was
my
the land.
my people actually have land there too in Oklahoma.
They can't
So
have land
we
there.
have a
Let me show you.
reservation.
Let me show you. Yeah. You got a reservation. So this is 1830. The Dancing Rabbit Treaty gave land to the Chickasaws and the Choctaw down here, right? But the Chickasaws and Choctaws leased the land. Who did they lease it to? Because they didn't need it all. They leased it to the government. So they get money from that. And I'll show you how much and what they get payments from that. But there's money coming. Now, when they leased this to the government created reservations and
Yeah.
reserved you a leased part of our land so you can come and pretend to be an Indian.
I believe one of those reservations, they brought some of my tribe, the Modoc people, after we went to war. They gave us some land there in Oklahoma, I believe, next to the Quapaw reservation.
So this is from Cornell Law EDU right here, and it says here, in consideration of the sum of $300,000 hereby ceded to the United States, the territory west of the 98 degrees west longitude, known as the leased district. Remember that leased district I just showed? Provided that the sum shall be invested and held by the United States at an interest not less than 5% in trust. That trust you was talking about, right? For said nations, not your nation. You're not a nation. Until the legislators of the Choctaw and Chickasaw nations. So
No, I
what
am a
you
nation
also
though.
have here is the payouts of that. Let me show you real quick
You know
if
what's
I can
funny is
get
that
to
nation
it.
actually isn't even recognized anymore.
Yeah. These nations are definitely recognized right here. That's why they lease the land out to y'all so y'all can come over here in Indian territory and
Nah,
pretend
they're
to
not
be
even
Indians
nations.
amongst the real Indians. Which, because you know what else is funny? You know what's all in these zones right here? What's all in these zones? It is. Uh, Let me show you.
I want you to know that your folks slaughtered my folks, right? Because I'm Quapaw. I'm Saracen's descendant. Still here, still got the land, by the way.
So right
Owning in
here, what's up,
perpetuity.
sister? Right here, look at these black-owned towns in Oklahoma back in the day. My grandma, she went to school in Boley, Oklahoma, but there were 52, and there were more than that's listed. Isn't it funny how all of these black-owned towns coincide in the Oklahoma Indian Territory map after the areas have been leased and given to some of the fake ones? You'll find all the black folks living all up in here. Why are we living in where the real Indians are and the ones living in the least district that was given over to people to just come and do whatever the government said want to do is by those other Indian
Damn, why'd you let
names?
them do that? The
Hey,
hell?
y'all, that's what the government
Nobody
did.
let them listen. We've been poisoned. We being poisoned right now as we speak. Y'all use spiritual warfare, any kind of warfare that you all could use. But I want you to know that under live Indian law, I'm sitting here and baby, it's a wrap in your cap. You heard me. Because now we know to go
Yeah, I
look for
heard
our
me.
guardian paperwork. Because what you did was while we was alive, living, thriving, your folks wrote on paper, well, I ain't gonna say your folks, but the government wrote on paper that we weren't here and made themselves the executors of our estates and the administrators. And then they turned around and sold it to corporations, and it's not theirs. And guess what? The documentation say in perpetuity.
All right, can you let Mr.
Okay.
Battle finish?
No, I'm
No, I
finished,
do what I
but
want to
go
do.
ahead,
Wait a
Mr.
minute. Hold up.
Wanagi. Go ahead and
You don't want nothing. I'm not gonna
uh,
shut up until I want to shut up. That's what's gonna
well,
happen.
Well, let's go ahead. Let me go back and forth with Mr. Wanagi here for a second. So what do you think about the lease district and the fact that y'all don't really get land? The only time y'all get land is when it's giving money back to my own people.
Well, what I think about what's really interesting is like the last conversation that we had. You had told me that your people have never benefited from what my people have, and that you actually are uninterested in what we benefit from.
Yeah, we don't
And
benefit from you
now you're
sitting on the
going
leased
back on
land.
your word.
No, we don't
Now
benefit
you're
from you
going
sitting
back
on our
on your
leased
word.
lands.
No, you're going back on your word now.
No, we
Work
don't
for the
benefit. We
government,
benefit
and the
from the
government is
government
over.
giving us payment on the interest on the loan
Which you
for the
said that you
lands.
were never interested in,
Yeah.
and that your
No,
people
we
never
didn't tell them
wanted in
what
the
to do with
first
the land.
place.
Who knew that they were going to allow a bunch of
No,
people to
you
come in
said
and
you
be
never
fake
wanted that
Indians?
land in the first place, is what you said.
No,
Exactly.
I never
You
said
never
that.
wanted
Indian
granted
givers,
land from the
remember?
government. You never needed anything. Your people never were classified as Chickasaw or none of that.
You are a
Cherokee.
liar.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. No, this is where it says right here. So this is in the actual .gov. It says the total amount of trust funds. You remember you try to say y'all got a trust, right? Total amount of trust funds arising. See, what they did is they put the money into the government. And the whole government holds it into as a trust, and then we get interest paid on the money
So
that we.
your
So
thing was
it
held
actually
by
was
the
a smart
government
decision
just like
because
ours.
they could have settled anybody over in that lease district. They just decided to give the
So you
reservations
worked with
over
the
to y'all and
government
play
just like we
games.
did.
No, bitch,
No, they
you
just
work
It's
for
decided
the
to
the
play
same
games.
same exact thing. So your land is held by the government just like ours in a trust.
It's not held by
no.
the government, sir. We leased it to them. That's different. We're the landlords.
But they gave it to you in the first place to be able
They
to
didn't
lease it.
give us
No, that
shit.
was
We was
Indian
here
Yeah,
land.
they
already.
did.
We're
We are
sovereign
the
Indian land, right? It's sovereign in a sense. Other than it's not really
Lummi
sovereign
Nation.
because it is
descendants
Listen,
under
of
the
bro,
the
jurisdiction.
listen.
Libyan mound builders.
Lummi
It's over
Nation,
with.
the
Hold on,
tribe
let
that
me.
I'm enrolled in. Listen, Lummi Nation, right? The tribe that I'm enrolled in. Lummi Nation, Loktamish. We're a sovereign nation.
What makes you sovereign, sir? Are you not subject to federal
Same
laws?
exact laws that you are showing me that are showing that you're a sovereign nation. Same exact thing goes for me.
No, we're not. We're sovereign. I was just about to say
The
we're
same
not
exact
sovereign.
thing. How you're
Nah,
saying
Oklahoma
showing that
became
you
a
have
state,
land to
sir.
lease.
Oklahoma
How
became a state. The
you're
difference
showing that you have
is,
land to lease. I have the same exact thing.
so the
We can lease
difference
our
You
land
is,
are
too.
the overright. This is because your
so the
folks
difference
stole the
is,
land. They made themselves the administrators. I'm telling you. I know what's up.
No, Lummi Nation is
the
a
difference
sovereign nation.
is, the difference is,
I'm not an
the
American
difference
citizen.
is, nobody is
You're
paying
an American
rent on
employee.
our lands. We lease the lands to the United States. They pay rent to the
Yeah, I
Choctaw
can do that
Nation,
too, but
sir.
I can do
You
that
gonna
too.
live
But
with
a
what I
difference
saying
is
you are.
we never leased out our land. We never sold our
But
land out.
basically, you're not on Indian land. You're not on Indian land. So of course you bought land that you
I'm
never
on my own
sold.
land. I'm in my
Yeah,
own
you
country,
bought
sovereign
land that you never
nation.
sold. That's not we never sold our land. You bought land as a public
No,
citizen
we
and you
actually
never
fought
sold
for our
it.
land. We didn't buy it. We fought
You
hand in
a
hand.
fucking lie. Y'all are thieves and red rummers. Y'all work for
We
the United States
we
government,
fought for
and
that.
after you slaughter our people, they'll give you some land. That's how
Real
that works.
real
That's why
wars,
the
real
immigrants are
warriors.
here
We actually
now.
fought for that.
And the only other people in America on the reservation is the army. So we know exactly why you came here, you immigrants.
But yeah, so like you said, like we just said, you see it here. We get
Right. I'm a
paid
sovereign
and they
nation
get
too,
paid
bro.
an interest off of that, right? So they allowed y'all to live in an area that you don't own. Now we own the
You know what's
area.
funny is we still own our land and we have more money than you guys.
You
So how
own
do you
public
guys lease your
land,
land
sir.
out?
You own
You guys
public
lease your land
lands.
out and you don't even have no money.
You own public lands.
No, we don't own public lands.
You said that in the beginning. Yeah, your
We have our
grandma
own
bought the
borders. What are you
land.
talking about?
If your grandma had to come out of her
Time
pocket,
out.
what is that?
Yeah, you said your grandmother bought 80
My
acres.
grandma's not Lummi. My grandma's Klamath, and she didn't borrow
That's the
anything.
land you talking about.
No, I'm not.
Can't do this.
My
I just
grandma's
want
land
you
is
to
in
know
Oregon.
Modoc is in my
Why?
documentation and in our will, and
My
I'm finna
grandma's
come
land
take
is in
that
Oregon.
shit. You hear me?
I'm on my
I got the
grandfather's
will
land in
right here.
Washington.
I got
So
the
your
will right
grandfather. So
here. I'm coming to take my shit.
what's your new? So your grandfather's got some land in Washington. So how did your grandfather get the land in Washington? What's the story you want to feed for that?
He bought it.
Oh, well then it's not. If you buy it out of pocket, sir, it is not tribal
No, he has
land.
reservation land too. He has a reservation land
You
too.
don't buy reservation land.
It's given to you,
Reservations
right?
are
It's given to you.
reserved lands for people to stay on that you don't buy. Now you can once
You,
they
you
reserve
know
and give
how?
it to you, you can lease
Wait,
it out to somebody, but you
how would
can't
they
Yeah,
buy
give
but
it.
we
you
don't lease our land out. We own
offer?
it.
Hey, how they giving you your land that you supposedly have fought for? Now you done bought
Yeah,
it. Which lot are you gonna go
Yeah,
with
but we
today?
don't lease it. It's just there. Like we have houses on it, and our family lives there. But we don't lease that. We don't lease our property or our houses out. We just have them.
I don't know why you even tried to come up here, man. You ain't making no sense, and I'm gonna just clown you every time. You're really
Well,
doing bad right
you're
now.
like trying to say that my grandma's land is in Washington when it
A liar,
isn't. My
and
grandma's land is in Oregon.
she's
I
a
didn't say
liar, and
where
she
it
My
was. I
grandma
said
bought
that you
4
bought it,
houses in
and it
Oregon.
wasn't
she's a
Indian land.
criminal and a
My grandma
liar.
also has
Your
Indian land. Yeah,
grandma a
she has
criminal
Indian
and a
land and she
liar.
bought land. You
Where's her
can
She's a
have
Indian
both.
criminal
land
and a
at?
liar too.
You can have both.
Where's
I
her
know it.
Indian land at?
The Indian land is in Oregon next to a river
I thought all
called
Indian land was in
It's called the
Oklahoma.
Williamson River.
We always live next to rivers. This is why the
I
Army
thought
Corps
the Indian.
engineer do the flood control. Yeah, because of
You can
y'all.
actually look up.
Look,
You can find the exact land that she was given from her grandfather Ben and her grandma Aggie. They actually were gifted land from the U.S. government for
anytime the
Ben.
U.S. government is because of a
All they
military move,
gifted
it's because
Yeah,
of
he was
land.
in the military.
but do
He
you
was in the
understand?
military.
It's
Yeah,
blood
Sister
on
Feel
Ben
Good, if
was
you
in the
give me a moment to
military.
kind of go back and forth with him, if you
yeah,
don't
because
mind.
there's blood on your hands, dog.
Yeah,
You
no,
said
my grandfather Ben
you
was an interpreter.
you said that they were gifted the land by the government, right?
Yeah, because he was in the military and he was like a native and like reservation land or whatever.
You know that's not tribal lands.
No, it's tribal lands.
What makes it tribal land?
It's literally tribal lands.
Why?
What made it tribal lands there is the Klamath Modoc, the Mucklucks. They went to war with the U.S. government and they won. And they were actually trying to force us
So you have a
into
treaty?
like
That's what I'm getting
yeah
to. That's what I'm
yeah
getting to. If there is,
yeah we
we
have a
got
treaty.
our lands in a treaty. You have not said the word treaty yet.
No, we got them in a treaty.
So what's the treaty name?
Treaty of 1855 in Southern Oregon. Should be, I believe, the Modoc Treaty. It's Oregon.
All right, let's see if y'all got a treaty. 1855 Oregon refers to the Middle Oregon Treaty signed with the tribes of the Walla Walla, Sayus, the Wascos, which established the Confederated Tribes. Now, this is the main overview. Of course, I'm going to have to go looking deep into this, but let's take a look at your .gov source. Treaty of the Wascos, Columbia River, Oregon Territory. Are y'all
Yeah,
Alaskan
Wascos, that's
natives? Are y'all
us.
Alaskan natives?
The Wascos is us. That's Wasco. We're
Are
Wasco.
y'all Alaskan natives?
No, we're Wasco.
What is that?
That's Wasco. It's his own thing.
Okay. Let me look through here since you don't want to say. But go ahead and tell me what you want to tell me while I look through your little articles.
Oh, I was just saying, like, we're included in that Treaty of 1855. One of my grandfathers, I believe my fourth or fifth great grandfather, I have to look, but his name is in Chalkiox, and he was actually one of the treaty signers. He was into war with the U.S. government, and they kept trying to force him to the reservation, but he wouldn't go. And they kept trying to like unalive him in his camp, but they couldn't. They were trying to, but they couldn't.
Okay,
So he
how do you
told them
think
the
that?
only way that he's going to go to the
Why
reservation
do you
is if you
think
guys sign
Saracens
this treaty.
descendants are still on our land? Huh?
Well, that happened in the late 1800s. We were still
Listen,
actually running loose
Harrison
back
was
then.
the Quapaw chief, the last
Look at
documented
this.
one, and I'm his descendant. He was forced to sign the treaty with the Quapaw. Yeah.
Yeah, the Modoc were actually, yeah, they were forced to sign the
Your
treaty.
folks is who they wrote in place. I'm trying to tell you.
The warriors were actually sent to Alcatraz, and then the other half of them were
Boy,
sent
you
to the
fucking
Quapaw
lying. You know
Agency in
what you done
Oklahoma.
yet, and you do too.
Because we have a reservation in Oklahoma. The Modoc Nation has a
Well, you
reservation
you
there in
can't have
Oklahoma.
anything over. If you have a reservation in Oklahoma, you're on our land, so it's just lease districts. But it says here in your treaty,
Well,
provided also.
Look into it. Maybe
No,
it's
I've
leased,
already
maybe
did.
it's not.
But it says here, provided also that the exclusive right of taking fish in the streams running through the bordering said reservation is hereby secured to said Indians and at all other usual and accustomed stations in common with citizens of the United States, and of erecting suitable houses for curing the same, also the privilege of hunting, gathering root and berries, and pasturing their stock on unclaimed lands and
Right. We still have those rights.
in common with citizens is secured to them. So they gave you all some unclaimed lands, but they said you can use it like citizens,
And
not
then we bought the
sovereigns.
lands, so we own that land now. All that land
So it's basically a
that was
treaty of.
unowned,
It's basically a treaty
we
of
own all that
look.
land now.
Let's
Well,
look
we
at what
bought all that
our
land.
treaty says. Let's look at what our treaty
If we
says.
claim our land and all of that is void, right?
If you go to like
When we
Oregon,
claim our land, everything you just said is void.
no, if you go to Oregon
No. Void.
properties, everything there, all that land
Void.
is all owned by
That's
us.
fraudulent.
It's
Void.
owned by tribal members.
Void.
Yeah, just because you own it,
It was
if you have to
fraudulently.
buy it, sir, then it's not
But
really
it's owned by our
tribal land.
families, and we're not
No,
gonna
it
sell it.
was. It
So
was
how are you gonna get
stolen
it?
by your family, and you're going to get off of it.
No, we own it.
No, you're going to hell too.
You can't tell somebody to just get off their land. You know what I mean? There's laws. There's laws in play against that. So you can't
My
just do
people
that.
blood paid for that land. Did yours?
Let me see what I'm looking for on
Well, I
this.
mean, my people paid for it in blood. That's actually why we're still here.
The one who did it, like I said. I got.
That's why we're still here in the blood.
For you. I got special root work I'm finna do for you.
Okay, here we go. Hold on, let's see. Granted, the United States shall forever secure the nation. Okay, let's look at how they read it here, because ours don't talk about hunting and gathering on our page.
Because you don't have
and
those rights.
and I appreciate Los coming up, but look, moderators, I don't know who's letting
We have
people
those
up,
rights because we fought. You guys just have land and
but
can't do nothing with it.
hold on, Wanagi. I don't know who's letting people up. You know, I don't mind you coming up, Los. I just didn't look down. But I'm just, saying this to the moderators. I've said it multiple times. I don't like people coming up unless I let them up, so that way I know people's coming up. I don't make people moderators so they can let people up. Really, I just make people moderators. Just I don't know why. That's why I really don't let people moderate. Well, really, to just try to deal with the chat. So I appreciate those that deal with the chat and get the weirdos out. But I like to have at least a little bit of control and know who's coming up. Unless this was like just an open wide panel, you know what I'm saying, be a little bit different. But please don't push the button for nobody else while I go back and forth with Mr. Wanagi. But I fuck with you, Los. But let me read this real quick.
I ain't even know I ain't even know I was up here. I stepped away from the phone. Shit. For real, I was getting some coffee.
Oh yeah, no, you good. So let's read what it says here on our Dancing Rabbit Treaty in comparison to the hunting and gathering treaty that y'all just had there. This one says the government and the people of the United States are hereby obliged to secure to the Choctaw Nation. So the government and the people of the United States are hereby obliged. Not that we're getting unclaimed lands. They are obliged to secure to said Choctaw Nation and the red people and their descendants, and that no part of the land granted to them shall ever be embraced in any territory or state, but the United States shall forever secure said Choctaw Nation from and against all laws except such as from time to time may be enacted in their own nations and councils. Not that gives sovereignty in that statement right there, right? They can't tell us what to do with the land unless we see what we want to do with the land within our councils, right? Not inconsistent, not like citizens, right? Not just having land like public citizens, like yours said. See, this is why you come up and you get demolished, sir. Let me finish it though. Not
That has nothing to do with
inconsistent.
MODOK,
Let
bro.
me finish it though. Not inconsistent.
You just read a bunch of
Let me
shit that has
finish
nothing
it
to do
though.
with MODOK.
Not inconsistent with the Constitution, not inconsistent with the Constitution, treaties and laws of the United States, and except such as may which have been enacted by Congress to the extent that Congress under the Constitution are required to exercise a legislation over Indian affairs. But the Choctaws should this treaty be ratified, express a wish that Congress may grant to the Choctaws the right by punishing
So
their
it can be
own
ratified.
laws or I'm sorry, by punishing their own laws, any white man who shall, like you, who shall come to their nation, because y'all white, and infringe with your white ass any of their national regulations, because you white, United States to protect Choctaws, etc., and paragraphs are not ratified, whatever. So as you notice, our lands don't say anything about citizenship of the United States or unclaimed lands that they just kind of set aside and give to you. Okay, you want that
Right,
piece of
but my
shit?
people are on
You
your
can take
land,
the
though.
little patch right here. Don't nobody want to live on that Arizona ass
But
dark
my
ass
people
desert.
have a reservation on your land, though. How did that happen?
Because we leased it to them for money and they playing games to put some fake Indians
We
over
don't
there.
pay you for that.
We can't tell them
definitely
what to
don't pay
do
you
with
for
it when
that.
they leased it. And I mean, we probably could, but we
You
didn't tell
know,
them
I
what to
can
do with it.
actually
We leased
enroll
it.
in Modoc in Oklahoma. I can actually go there and get enrolled there. And I know for a fact they definitely don't pay you for that land at all. Nobody pays you for that. It's our land and we're in control of that land. It's our nation. It's Modoc Nation, not Choctaw Nation.
Let me look, man. Let me see where Modoc Nation is in
And the
Oklahoma.
bye-bye nation, because you're finna be gone.
Oklahoma Modoc Nation. There's two of us. There's a Oregon Modoc Nation, and then the rest of us. After we went to war, we got sent to
I
the
bet
Quapaw
you
Agency.
not gonna come your ass to Arkansas with that bullshit.
No, I have family members over there in Oklahoma. We have a
Okay,
res
come
there.
visit them. Come visit them.
Modoc Nation land in Oklahoma.
Where your people
Ottawa
at?
County.
What area are they in?
Ottawa County.
Let me
Okay,
see what
bet.
it said.
Let me go ahead and put the team on alert.
They have a reservation there
Let me look it up real quick. Where's the Ottawa
with
County?
with actual enrolled members with real IDs and real
You know what Ottawa
enrollment
is?
numbers.
Ain't Ottawa
In my body.
I don't know. We're not from Ottawa. We're from
mispronunciation of
Oregon.
Etowah? It's a mispronunciation of Etowah.
We're not from there. We're from Oregon, so I don't know nothing about that. It doesn't have nothing to do with our translations or our name or anything. We're not Ottawa. We're Modocny.
You
Let me
called the
see.
same.
Y'all are up there. Oh, I know whose land you're on. Y'all are on the Cherokee Nation, sir. They Cherokees Nation, sir. Are you serious? I see your
Yes,
Modoc.
sir.
Do you see where it said? Whose color is it on, sir?
We're not Cherokee,
Who
though.
owned the
We're
land before?
Modoc.
Who owned the land
But
before
if you
that?
look it up, it's not going to say that we're Cherokee
Seneca
Nation.
and Quapaw owned the land before that, sir.
Right,
That's
then
who
we
had the
own it
land.
now.
That's
Then
who
they
was
don't
given
own
the
it no
land.
more.
They don't own it.
They
were
don't own
given
it no
that.
more. We own it now.
I know
No, they would have
exactly
leased
what
that.
you
Likely
are.
would have leased that, sir.
No, you don't have to lease it. You know who's in charge? Not you.
Why didn't it come? Why didn't y'all come until after the leases came? Why didn't y'all come until
The
after the
Cherokee
leases?
Nation is not in charge of who
That's what we got
controls
to do.
that land.
Okay, let me look. Let's
The
see.
government came and gave us that land, and you guys
They
can't
didn't
do
give
anything
you
about it.
anything. Y'all work for them
The
and
government
slaughtered
took a
people.
little tiny piece of your guys' land
But
and
what
made
they
it
did is
ours,
slaughter
and
people
there's
for
nothing
it.
you guys can do about it.
What they did, okay, I'm finna show you. Fat meat greasy than a bitch.
They
Watch it.
literally transplanted us after the Modoc War from Oregon
What are
to
y'all gonna-
Oklahoma
where are y'all
and gave
gonna
us
move?
land there in Oklahoma.
Need to be focused on is where are you going to go? Because you won't be in this Mississippi Delta region. I guarantee you that.
Well, I don't live there anyway, so I'm already in Washington, so I'm set over here. I don't plan on moving over east anyway. I don't
I'm gonna
like
find
east.
out. I'm gonna find out how y'all took over the Quapaw land. And we gonna know. We gonna find out.
Yeah,
But
sure.
as we can see, the land was not given to you. You all in your own treaty say that some about some unclaimed lands.
you said
My
I get.
only
you
guess
said-
is that the
you said I get.
Quapaws and them stopped claiming this land because they had this first. My only guess is the Quapaw
Well,
and
you
Seneca
claim to
no longer
sear me
decided to
on
claim
both
their land.
sides every time I come up here, and I just put you onto something you have no info about, dude.
Sir,
You can't even grill me this time. Come on, do
what
better.
do you mean? Do you see this little piece of land that you got on Cherokee
Mr.
Nation?
Battle.
Sir,
Mr. Battle.
that's like 30 miles.
You don't know anything about me. You can't even explain why I have land on your nation.
We got Indian land on Indian territory, y'all. It might be a little town.
I'm so Indian. I got Indian land on your land, and I'm not even from your land.
Yeah, yeah. Explain
Oh,
that. Explain that, please.
you're not
You
from my
explained it to
land.
me. How are you
Did you just hear
on
him saying?
Cherokee
No,
Nation
go
land?
ahead. Go ahead.
You
Look it
just
up,
said he
man.
wasn't from
Do
here.
some
Did you catch
research.
that, Sam?
We got time.
Yeah. Now
Said
you
we're
didn't
not
know that you was on
I got
Cherokee
about a
land.
half hour before I
You
gotta
said
leave.
we're not even from here, nigga. I heard
I
you.
got 30 minutes
You know
before I
who
gotta
you are.
leave. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I
We got
You
listened.
said
time.
that you wasn't even on Indian land. You said that you wasn't even
No,
on
we're on
Indian
Cherokee
land.
land. We're
I
on
mean, my
Cherokee
bad, my
land.
bad. You said that you wasn't even on nobody else's land. This is
How
land
did
that
we
we
end
own
up
all
there?
right. You didn't even know you were
How
on
did we
Cherokee
get
land.
on? How did we
Your
get on
story is
Cherokee
changing
land?
the more I
Damn.
inform you.
How did they get it? How did we get there? And how did we not like pay you guys to be there? We're
Yeah,
just there.
somebody's
We don't
giving
owe you
something to them
nothing.
Cherokees. I don't know. Them Cherokees must have set aside something, but we see that it was Cherokee land in Quapaw. Well, it was Quapaw and Seneca before. Cherokees
Yeah,
done
we're
gave it
in the
out to Quapaw
Quapaw
and
agency.
Senecas.
We're in Quapaw.
What makes y'all Quapaw?
We're not Quapaw. We're just in
I
there.
know you are.
We have a res there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
The
Just like they
The
have
Modoc
these over
Nation is
here.
in the Quapaw agency.
Listen. I know exactly who you are. I'm sitting here looking at wheels with y'all name in it. I know.
So just like the Cheyenne, Arapaho, and everybody else is on Leash District land, I'm pretty sure that's why y'all up there. These things must have happened after a certain time, or I'm gonna have to go into a
It
little bit
happened
more
after the
research.
war. You gotta look up the war, bro.
1889. We're gonna figure
My
that out.
grandfather and my uncles were fighting in the Modoc War. That's actually how we ended up in the Quapaw agency.
Because
Let me
because
let me ask you this: what
1989
Indian school did your people go to?
war against us. You're right.
What was in there was one in Oregon that was called the Klamath Agency Boarding School.
Okay, let's look
Boarding
that
school.
up. Klamath. I did remember
Yeah.
looking something up about Klamath. Klamath Agency Boarding School.
Yeah, Klamath Agency Boarding School. And then there was another one called the Carlisle Indian School that they
Oh,
sent a
did they
lot
go to
of
the
Modocs
Carlisle?
to. Not all of them.
You're
Like
hearing where they sent the Quapaws to? And I know because I got the list right here from there.
so the
Sure do.
majority of us went to the
So
Klamath
how
Agency
tell
Boarding
me how
School.
my blood tell me how my name and how my people's name that I got on the live certificates and stuff for in it.
So like the warriors, like
Exactly.
like the
You
warriors of
are
the Modoc were
you
sent to
understand me?
Carlisle.
You're talking to a descendant
You
of
said
the
the
people that your people did wrong.
you
And
said
you're
the
Like
whole
most of the warriors.
hold on, sister feel good. I'm really trying to go back and forth with him right now. You said the Warriors went to Carlisle.
Yeah, most of like the fighters went to Carlisle, but a
I
lot
need
of
all of
them
this that you're
stayed
saying.
here.
Why did they go
And
to
then
Carlisle?
four of the main leaders, the main warriors, got sent to Alcatraz for life.
Why did they go to Carlisle? What were they doing at Carlisle?
They just wanted to like disassemble them because that's what the whole war was for. Because they kept trying to send them to reservations, but we didn't want to go to reservations. We wanted to stay at the lava beds there,
What kind?
where we originally were, where we've always been, right there at the Tule Lake, next to the Lost River, right there in that area, Northern California, Southern Oregon area. And they kept trying to get us to go to some reservation. I think it was the Klamath Reservation, and we didn't want to. So we started this. They sent General Canby
So
to us, and we actually killed General Canby and his whole cavalry, unalived all of them.
so what were
And
they doing at the Carlisle school? What kind of what was the curriculum?
we agreed to have our children sent there because we were children of war pretty much. And they needed to send us somewhere because to better teach
What
us
was the
how to
curriculum? What did they
integrate
do at that
into
school? What did they
like
do at that school?
teaching us English, integrating us into European lifestyles, like
Was
counting
this
like one. Because in my language, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we don't say that. We say lockstep, indocstep, threatstep,
they weren't
quackstep.
doing stuff like this?
We,
They
we
weren't
don't we
they
don't
weren't doing stuff
say
like this? Look at the screen. They weren't doing stuff like this?
no. They made us wear uniforms like that, yeah, and they cut our hair, yeah,
They and
and
called you
they taught us English.
battalions? So you're saying that they didn't
Um,
train you for war. You're saying that they didn't train these people for
The
war.
Klamath one, no, they didn't train us for war at the Klamath one because we were
They
already warriors.
they didn't
We
train these
just
people
came.
for
We just
war and
came
send
from
them to
war.
war? Is that
No,
what you're saying?
no, we just
So
came
that's
from
the
war
Carlisle
with the
school,
government.
right? That's the Carlisle School, right? So when I look at this document right here from the Carlisle School in Pennsylvania that says that 224 Indians went to the World
You know
War,
why we weren't
that's a
sent to
lie.
war?
That's a
You know
lie.
why we weren't. You know why
I
we
thought
weren't
you
sent
said
to
they weren't
war.
training them for war.
You know why? Because they were like 4 and 5 years old when they were sent to Carlisle. That's why. You can't send a 5-year-old to war.
But you know what happened after they went to war? You know what goes on right
The
after that?
children
After
of the children of the
1918.
Modoc, the children of the Modoc War were sent to Carlisle.
Those were
But you know
not
what
no
They
happens
were
after they
children of
sent y'all
war.
to war?
picture. Those weren't 5-year-olds.
You know what happens after they sent y'all to war? All of a sudden, y'all get awarded. I don't know. Do you know? Did you know that the Snyder Bill gave Indian fighters citizenship? People that fought in the war.
I know a lot of Native Americans after we like fought in battles against the U.S. They joined like the army and stuff like that because they just couldn't help but to keep like being warriors. You know, like
Isn't that an
they wanted to
immigration
keep fighting.
process?
So
Isn't that an immigration process to become a citizen to go and
I
fight in
don't
the
think they
war if you're an
cared.
immigrant
I
of a
don't think they.
country to become
Yeah.
a citizen?
What do you mean by immigrant? Because
Because they
we
shipped a
weren't even
lot of you all
considered
people
U.S.
over here,
Yeah.
and then they put you in the Carlisle Indian School to make it seem like you've been here forever, but you didn't. But they actually shipped you here, and I can show you where you people like you that look like you got shipped here at the same time. They
I've
go
seen
to the
that boat
Carlisle
a
Indian
million
School,
times,
you get trained up for
but
war,
go
then you
on.
go fight in the war, then you get citizenship after that. That's how you got your Indian citizenship.
No, see, because none of my like ancestors, they never went to war.
You just
Like
said that
up
they
in
did. You just said they went to the Carlisle. You said they went
against
to
the
war.
U.S. government. Yeah, they went to Carlisle, but they never were sent to war.
Well, Carlisle sent a lot of people, and then in order to get your citizenship, because when did y'all get citizenship? 1924.
Yeah,
Right? We got
yeah.
ours before then, way before then. But
You know what
right
we
here it
were?
says
You know
that
what
was
we
from the
were before
Snyder Act.
that?
It said one of Mr. Snyder's first acts is to become a chairman of the Indian Committee because he became a chairman of the Indian Committee. Funny, was to introduce a bill making each of the 15,000 Indians who fought in the last war full citizens of the United States. Did you know
I
that?
mean, last war is crazy because the Modoc was actually the last Indian war.
Well, they're talking about World War One.
The Modoc War was actually the last Indian war, which came
They don't give a
after
damn about a
World
Modoc
War
War.
One
They're
and
talking
World War
about
Two. It
World
came
War
after the
One.
Korean War. This happened in like 1880.
Now let me read this one here for you. If that didn't solidify it, that every American Indian, if he so desires, who served the military or naval establishment. Now let me show you this real quick. Well, y'all, we'll get back to it. That
No, we're
served the
going to war
military or
at that
naval
time.
establishment for the United
1880.
States
We're literally going to war at that time. We're
during
at
the
war in
war against
1880.
the Imperial German government, and who received and shall hereafter receive honorable discharge, shall of proof of such discharge papers with proper identification before a court of competent jurisdiction shall be granted full citizenship. Did you know that your parents had to had to show their honorable discharge papers in order to get that citizenship in 1924?
That never happened. I don't know why you're saying that. That's weird.
Well, that's what it says right here. They had to show
They were never in
citizenship
the
paper in order to
military
get that
or
1924
stuff like that.
citizenship. Because my people got citizenship through the Dancing Rabbit Treaty. I can show you that.
We
But y'all
also were
didn't get
never
citizenship through a
classified.
treaty. You didn't
I
get
was never
citizenship.
reclassified either.
Did you get citizenship through your treaty?
Through a treaty that happened?
Yeah.
We
Did you
didn't
get
even have
citizenship through
American
your
citizenship.
treaty?
How are you going to have American citizenship when the nation that they gave the treaty to isn't even have American citizenship yet?
Well, let me show
My
you
treaty
something.
came in 1855. That's when our
Well,
treaty came.
the Dancing Rabbit Treaty right here on Article 14. Y'all should really read these things. Well, you read yours. That's all you need to read, I guess. Each Choctaw head of family being desirous to remain and become a citizen of the United States in 1830 shall be permitted to do so by signifying his intention with the agent within 6 months of the
When it
ratification of the
says
treaty.
that every Native American and they mean Indian and Native American got their citizenship in 1924. That includes the Choctaw. So until 1924, the Choctaw, the Cherokee, the Chickasaw, the Chippewa, the Osage, all of the Southwest or Southeast tribes, those also didn't have American citizenship until 1924, just like the rest of them.
We got citizenship with that
How do
act.
you not know this
No,
already?
first
You're googling
some
stuff.
Choctaws got citizenship with that act. The
Keyboard
rest of the
warrior, man.
people, let me show you, they got citizenship with the Dawes Rolls because you know who was served. Now y'all celebrate Indian Independence Day on the 24th, don't y'all?
No, why would I do that?
Well, maybe y'all don't, but y'all, there's a celebration for Indian Citizenship Day on the 24th. It started after, or on whatever day. It started
Because
after
I'm not even
1924.
American. To this day, I'm not American. So
So
But look at here. Indian Citizenship Day was celebrated by black people in the early 1899s. Let me show you who was celebrating
wait,
that real quick.
hold on. Just to let you know, I'm a legacy graduate of Hampton Institute.
That's what's up. Big ups, big ups. So the Hampton Institute, which is Hampton University, which is an HBCU, was celebrating Indian Citizenship Day, the day that they got in American citizenship. Let me show you so you see
what's that
American
got to do with
citizenship
me,
through the
though?
Dawes Bill, sir. So
What's
we
that got to do
had
with me?
Oklahomans got their last in the Dawes Bill. So we're not
You're
the
gonna
same
start
people who
talking
got
over
it in
himself again.
1924. We're not the same people who got it in 1924. Did you know that?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with me, though?
Because we didn't have to show honorable discharge papers to get our citizenship. You see how the difference with
Nobody,
that is?
nobody ever did that.
Yeah, if you got it in 1924, you did.
Nobody ever did that. I don't know where you're
And
getting
that's what
that
the
from.
Snyder Act was about,
You know
sir.
what U.S. citizenship means? That just means that we have the right to be U.S. citizens. That's all that
Yeah, and
means.
you got it after you fought in those wars. Yeah.
But I'm still not a U.S. citizen.
I
To
don't
this
care
day,
where.
I'm not.
If you're not, that means you're an immigrant.
No, I have my own country, actually.
Nah. You might want to.
Yeah, I have
You
my
have
own
public
country.
land that you bought, sir. You can't have your
No,
own
it's my
country
own
on
country,
public land
man.
that you bought. Do
It's
you
my
want me
own
to? Do
country.
you take me to be a fool?
It's
You
my own
cannot
country.
have public land. I mean, you cannot have your own country on public land that you bought in a
It's
sale.
it's my own country.
So
It's
I could
literally
buy.
my own country.
So
We
if
have
I
our
buy
own
land tomorrow, I can
laws.
call it my own country. What do I
We
need to
have
do
our
to
own
incorporate it?
laws. We have our own law. No, you got to go to war. You got to go to war.
I told you, man. You
You got
probably
to go
shouldn't
to
have came
war
up
with the
here.
U.S.
I
No, you
really
can't just buy
informed you
land
today.
and claim it to be yours because that's not going to
I
work.
I
You got to
really
go to war with the government and win and force them to give you that land and force
see.
them to tell you that this is your own country. Like this is Samuel Battle's land or Samuel Battle country. You know what I mean? You have to go to war with the U.S. government and win. That's how you get land.
And see, the sad thing
That
is, Mr.
that's
Wanagi, is when we get off of this conversation, you got to think later on, like, damn, he really showed me that my grandpa had to show his
no.
goddamn
He
discharge
really.
papers to get citizenship
I'm
in
just gonna be thinking
1924.
that he really thinks that he can just buy land and claim that it's his.
That's why I like y'all coming up for me because I don't have to go just crazy on you. I can intellectually whip your ass, and then you have
No,
to think
you
about
are
it
actually
afterwards.
just mentally crazy
Yeah, you got to
in
think about this
general. Like
afterwards.
you got what do they call
Why
that?
did you get?
Schizophrenia or something like that, or
Nah,
bipolar
because
disorder.
y'all went through
Because
an immigrant.
because
You
you
literally
have
went
like
to Carlisle. You literally told
you
somebody.
wear a
You just
wig,
literally
bro.
came up here,
You
have
wear
no
a wig
idea,
for one,
have no
and then
idea how
those
much I
glasses
had looked
aren't
into the
those glasses
Carlisle.
are not even prescription. For
You can't even
two,
think about how
they're
funny
reading
it is that you didn't
glasses.
even know how much I looked into the Carlisle school, and you brought that up. That's so funny. Because did you know the Carlisle school also used to hold symbols up like this?
You didn't even know that
Hey,
Modocs
the,
was
the
sent
longer
there.
you stay on this, the
You
more
didn't
it's
look.
gonna get
You
worse
didn't
for
look.
you.
You didn't know that my
The
people were
longer you
even
stay on
in
here, the worse it's gonna
Oklahoma.
get for you, boss. But here, let me show you. What was the
No,
Carlisle
you
school
still
in?
haven't proved why we're in
The Carlisle
Oklahoma. You
school
don't
was on
even know
stuff
that.
like that, sir, in the yearbook. The Carlisle
You
school
you
was on
can
stuff like
you can
this.
start cooking when you decide that you learned how the fucking Modocs are in Oklahoma.
If that ain't enough for you, let me show you this. Hold up.
People
If
who
that ain't
cook don't
enough, let me
stutter,
show you
bro.
this, sir. Let me show you this.
I
Y'all,
literally just told you to do your research, and you said,
y'all was on this type of time, sir, at the Carlisle.
See, now
That's
he's
the
just
type of time y'all was on at the
showing.
Carlisle,
That's
sir.
what you guys do when you guys
Why
don't
do
know
y'all
what to
like
do.
that
You just
symbol?
start talking that ish.
Why do y'all use that symbol?
No. Why do you do that? Why do you guys do that? You guys just start talking that ish when you don't know what to do.
I'm moving you to another
You just
topic.
start
Why do
dissing.
y'all why
You
do
just
y'all
start.
use this
No.
symbol?
Why are we in Oklahoma? Why did
Mr.
they put us there?
Wanagi, Mr. Wanagi, why do y'all
Why
use
are
the
we in Oklahoma,
swastika?
bro?
Why do y'all
See,
use the swastika
see,
symbol?
he's doing that weird schizophrenic shit now,
Because
changing his
how come when
voice,
I do this? How come when I do this?
being
Watch
all
this.
fucking. You
Watch
got
this.
multi personality disorder, is what you
Native
have, bro.
American
Did you guys hear that? He said, "Start whispering." Damn, that's that weird
swastika.
shit, bro. That's that weird
Why
shit.
when I Google Native American swastika, these images pop up?
We actually had designs that looked like swastikas
Yeah, why? Why?
because they meant something other than what fucking Hitler's meant.
Really? You
You
mean
know
the
that?
dude? You mean the superintendent of the Carlisle school that looks like a German didn't influence you? The
No,
superintendent
not
of
at
the
all.
Carlisle school didn't influence y'all at all, Mister
Why?
Meinfuhrer?
Why would he influence anything?
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't a German influence
He's
a
just a
German
white dude.
swastika
He's
symbol
just
who looks like a
some.
German at
He's
at
just
a
some
Carlisle
German
school
dude.
who's the
What does that have to do with
superintendent?
anything?
Why wouldn't he influence that?
I mean, he might like
It's gonna
want
get
to.
worse,
That might
Mister
be his
Wanagi.
intention too. But
It's
like,
gonna get worse the longer you stay up here.
it's not getting worse for anybody but you. But go on.
You want to learn some more? You want to learn some more about the?
Sure, go on, man. Cook yourself some more.
So let's see. So now y'all was doing things like this at these schools, right?
And I just rolled a blunt, so this is gonna be good.
Yeah, yeah. Why are you holding it? Why are your people holding this flag?
You trying to say trigger words?
Go up to the. Her big ass forehead's blocking the rest of the flag. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean,
What
you
is
can
that
see
like?
the. It don't matter. You see the flag, sir.
Is that like a Confederate
Much
flag?
as your eyes may be blind to it, you know what I'm saying. You can see.
I really don't pay attention to fucking like flags and all that. Is that like a Confederacy flag? Is that what that is? I don't know. You gotta let me know.
So
I
did they
guess
make
they
y'all
5
lose?
6.
Because let me ask you this: you said that they lost their language when they went to these schools, right?
No, my people didn't lose their language. I still know my language.
But typically that would be the story, right? A lot of times they would say they try
I
to
wouldn't
lose the
say
language.
typically no. I wouldn't say that, no.
But that's the story, right? They say, hey,
No, it's
they were
not.
sent there to lose their language. Even though y'all have Mexicans there, but
But we didn't.
Mexican mariachi bands, but y'all had Indian code talkers that came out
The
of those
Navajo
schools.
did. To say y'all is a wide statement because I'm not y'all. I'm not everyone. You know.
Navajo, Wapana, whatever. One of them other tribes.
We're at the Navajo code talkers, right?
Yeah, but here's the actual. Why did the Carlisle School become an Army War College after it closed down in 1918? And why did it conveniently close down in 1918 after the end of the war?
You know what it was before it was Carlisle School, right? It was a bunker for the U.S. military that they used to, like, a fucking literally
Yeah, they were known as the
a
Carlisle
U.S.
Barracks.
military. It was a U.S. military camp that they
Yeah.
had there, and they were stationed there to have wars against the Indians, against us, the
Yeah.
actual Indians.
And then y'all
That's why
decided
those.
they
Right,
really.
and then when we went to school when we went to war with them, and then some
if
of
it was
us
up in
lost
Pennsylvania, it
wars,
would have been my
some of us
people.
won wars.
If it was up in Pennsylvania, it would have been war against my people, and then y'all come over and get shipped in, and y'all decide to go up into school and get trained by them. That's
So what
pretty
did they train
traitorous.
us on? Let me know. What did they teach us?
I just showed you this is what they was teaching you in the school, sir. This is y'all in the school in the yearbook in 1918 during that same year. This is y'all getting trained for war. Hold on, let me show you again. But yeah,
So
this is
who? So the
by
Klamath
Nazis.
the
Do I need
Klamath
to be blunt
Agency
with it?
boarding school, right? The Klamath Agency boarding school, right? Who intermediated the knowledge in between Oklahoma and
Right
the
there.
boarding school in Klamath? Because
And,
they taught us your ways, right?
sir,
Is what you're
I
saying.
got
They taught us Westerners the Southeast indigenous ways, right? So everything we got from you is what you're saying. And we learned it in boarding school, right?
Sir, yeah, I got the Chilocco yearbook as well. I got at least 7 different school yearbooks during that same time. They all were teaching y'all to go to war. Let me show you. The Navajos were going to war. Let me show you.
They were just
Right.
going to war because they couldn't help but to be warriors. That's what's going on.
Oh, warriors for the white man?
War is for warriors.
You see that
Hence,
Navajo yearbook?
warriors.
Navajo yearbook? This is what they was doing in the Navajo
Your
yearbook,
people
sir.
weren't going to war because your people aren't warriors.
We've always been in the war, sir. We're the black folks. We've always been in the army. What do you mean? We fought in every war.
Nah, that doesn't look like you guys.
The black Indians have always fought in every war. I don't know what you're
That
talking
doesn't
about.
look like you guys.
No,
That
this
looks
ain't
like
us
my
because
people.
we didn't trade our
That looks
people.
like my people.
We
with
didn't
the
trade
rifles.
we weren't traitors to our people, and we weren't immigrants also. But
No, you
uh,
guys just aren't warriors.
let me
Because
show you this. No, y'all had
we
to.
never put our guns down, no matter who we fought for. We still have our guns. I have guns. No, we never put them down, and we never will.
Tell you how evil they was. They gave us defective pew pews so that y'all will have the
You know, we
advantage.
don't actually.
Documentation right
It's like to
here.
the point where we
Shut
don't
up.
care if we're fighting for the U.S. If we're fighting, we're fighting. That's fun. That's fun to us.
But
We
did you
love
know?
war.
Did you know in order to fight, you had to be regarded as good by
Yeah,
the
we
white
don't care
people?
about
You had
all
to be
that. Just send
regarded
us to
generally
war,
good by the
man. Give
white
me a
man?
rifle and shut your
And
mouth.
does he associate readily with white men? And is he regarded by the whites as usually a good man? You had to agree to this before you can go to those wars, sir. You had to be
Well,
a
you know,
good
there's a
white
reason that
lackey.
all of us aren't
They
speaking
literally put on
Vietnamese right
paper
now,
that you
right?
was a white bitch, white people's bitch. They
Well,
literally
there's a
put this
good
on paper.
reason. There's a good reason
You were
because
warriors, but you were white people's bitch at the same
you
time.
know
I don't
there's a
understand.
reason that you're not speaking Japanese right now
I
either.
told you, if you want to stay on this thing, it's gonna get worse. Now you got to
If
go
we
home and
didn't
think about
no
how your
no
dad
if
was the
we
white
didn't go
man's
to
bitch.
war if
Now
we
you
didn't
got to
go to
go
war,
home and
this
think about how
country
your
would be ran
granddad
by
was
a
the
bunch
white
of
man's
Japanese
bitch,
people.
and that's gotta hurt. That's gotta
No, you
hurt.
got to get off. You got to get off here and realize that if it wasn't for us, that you would be speaking Japanese right now because we won
Nah.
World War.
All right, man.
The Japanese
You
got their
tried,
asses
Mister
whooped by the
Wanagi.
Navajo code talkers, bro.
You tried.
The only reason that war was won is because of the Navajo code talkers.
You tried,
That's
boss.
the only no, that's the only reason.
You
It's the only
tried.
reason they won. No,
You
you
tried,
tried,
but
bro. You tried,
I'm
and
gonna
you're
have to,
trying.
you
You're gonna
know.
keep trying. You're gonna keep trying.
I mean, I could go
You're
into how
grasping for roots that aren't there, man.
I could easily show you
You're
how we
digging
got
for roots that aren't there,
boats
bro.
of young men coming over here, and all young men coming over here manifest. I can show you. How far do
Yeah.
we need to go with this, sir? You want to see the manifest of men coming over from other countries,
No, let's
Japan,
go all the
China,
way. Let's go all the way.
Mexico? Do you want me to show you the manifest records of motherfuckers coming
Show
into
me
Laredo,
everything. I
Texas
want to see
in
everything.
1909 to end up going to the
Sure, man.
Carlisle School? Do you
Sure.
also want me to show you the correspondence of the Carlisle Indian School that says that, hey, yeah, we should let some Mexicans in the school? Let me show
Yeah,
you
I know
that real
Mexicans were
quick.
there. Yeah, I don't mind
Yeah,
Mexicans. They're
yeah,
cool.
right there. They was gonna let in some Mexicans in the school, in the Carlisle Indian School. So yeah, immigrants, sir, immigrants. Immigrants that come over, Mexican immigrants that
Well, when
come
you're not
over.
considered a
Now you
U.S.
get it. Now
citizen,
you
of course
get
they're
it.
going to be considered
Now you
immigrants.
get it. Immigrant Mexicans that come over, get placed into the Carlisle Indian School, fake to be Indians, go fight in a war, then get their
I don't know about
citizenship
faking to be
after an honorable
Indians. They
discharge
were
in
just Mexicans. Like
1924.
we know they're Mexicans.
You get it
Like,
now?
look at them, bro. Look at little sombreros and little
I
boots
hope
and
you
shit.
get it.
They ain't
Yeah, throw a
native.
sombrero on you.
They
Take the
ain't native.
triangles off and put on
You
the
know what's funny
sombrero. I
too
bet
is
nobody would
you
know
know
the
what's funny
difference.
when a native mixes with a Mexican, I can actually tell when that kid grows up. I can tell that he's half native and half Mexican. I can
When you
tell.
go to Taco Bell, I can't tell whether you're a Mexican or a white man.
I can though. I can. I can tell that you're African. And you're also some Egyptian, Hebrewish kind of. I can just tell by the looks of your forehead and the skin, the tone of your skin, and your
Oh,
fingers are really
goodness.
skinny, like Egyptian fingers.
You tried, Mr. Woodnight. Like, it's all good, man. I wanted to give you a good try, but I
I
did
think
want
you
to
might
expose
also
the
you might
information
also
to
might also have some actual Cherokee or some Choctaw in you too.
you. I got a lot of that. I mean, I
But
got all
I
that.
feel
I can
like
show you paperwork on that. So
I feel like your
you can
main
play
one is
games about it.
Egyptian.
You can play games about it. But me, what I can do that you
I mean,
can't
look at the
do,
shape of your hand. It's
what
not
I
an
can do
Indian
that you
shaped
can't
hand.
do is I can actually pull up my tree and go like this: nanny,
No, I can
nanny,
pull my tree all the way back
nanny,
to like
nanny, boo
the
boo, nanny,
1500s,
nanny,
bro.
boo boo, nigga, nanny, nanny,
What
boo
year is
boo.
that? That's it?
It's Dawes Rose years,
That's as
nigga.
far as you can go back?
It's Dawes Rose
That's as far as you
years.
can go back. My dolls rolls go back to the 1500s. We
You
laughing
didn't go.
about
Dawes was not around
dummy.
during that time. There
You
was a man named
dummy.
Dawes, and he wasn't alive in 1500, sir. You're saying the wrong thing still.
They can track names all the way back to that age because we're buried
They
and we
wouldn't have
have
called it a
graves.
Dawes Rose because
You
somebody
can
else
go
would have
back
took the
with the
rose.
dolls,
See,
bro, and
you
go
don't
back
even
to
know
where our
what the
graves
Dawes
are.
Rose meant or the must rose. That's the
And
name of the
you know
person
how
that
they
actually wrote
proved?
that
You
enumerated the
know how they
people.
proved we come from those people? They
That's the name of
excavated
the
the
person that
graves.
enumerated the people, sir. I
You
don't.
can DNA test the hair follicles to me, and my people match the people that were buried there. So that's how they can trace us back farther than the
Now you're on the
dolls
DNA.
rolls.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, man. You tried.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
bro.
let you
We
go,
said
Mr. Wanagi.
no. You got cooked,
I
bro.
know
You
you
got
want to be
cooked.
up here and get the little, I know it feels good to be on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with your
I
boy,
slow
but
cooked you. You just didn't know it yet. You
No,
don't know it,
yeah. We'll
Mr.
let the people
Battle.
be the judge. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Mr. Battle.
your
That's a good
people,
name
right?
for me, ain't it?
Unfair trial
Can he
with
go up and show his
your people
documentation like
as
you
the
did?
jury.
Post, can he come up and show documentation like you just did?
No, he damn sure can. Oh, you can go ahead, Mr. Wanagi. Show us some paperwork.
Give me a second.
All right. Okay. Okay. Is he gonna bring something out? A tribal card? What we got? What we got, y'all? Which I think he gonna bring out here is paperwork that's gonna make us laugh. Just saying right at the mouth. What's up, Bridget?
Here, I gotta see what this is. I'm not sure if it's the right one or not. See what year it is.
A
Yeah, see,
census form. That's what you got is a census form?
I
Okay.
don't even think that's the right one. Here,
Yeah, it's pretty sad. He's gonna have to think about a lot of this later when he's like, by himself chilling. He gonna sit there, turn on the TV, remember that his dad had to show paperwork. All of them discharged papers after that motherfucker left the goddamn Carlisle. He gonna be pissed in a motherfucker, man. Nobody told me I was a goddamn immigrant. Well, now you know. And I'm glad I could be the one to give you that. And I hope you bring more of your friends up here to let them get schooled as well. I would like to inform them because this information needs to go out because once they know that they're an immigrant, they can start actually doing their genealogy and connecting back with their homeland. You see, y'all are confused right now, and you really think you're from here, and that's the problem. And your ancestors, when you get up there, I tell people when you die and you wake up and all your ancestors are around looking like you, I don't know what you're gonna say to them.
so this is just one. This is just one side of my family, and this isn't as far as back as I can go either. It goes back further than them, but the records are, yeah, they're just different.
Her color or race was Indian.
1875. Yeah, color or race. Yeah, was Indian.
Oh, I like this
Yeah.
because it. Why would they call that person an Indian, not in Indian territory, after 1875 when the corruption is already going on where they're faking like y'all Indians anyway? Okay. Yeah. Do you have one before the 1875 year?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Before they started the corruption?
Post, thank you so much. I hope you feel this virtual hug I'm giving you.
I feel it. I feel it. Appreciate it. I had to see what he got here. I didn't.
Unfortunately, I've been poisoned for the last 3 generations. So, I come from, a very violent place. And I'm not violent, but I'm aggressive. And so, yeah.
No, I like your passion. I like hey, go
I
off.
mean, it's hard to sit here and listen to him giggle and stuff about what his folks did to my family, though. Like he don't understand it. I'm serious. I'm unalive serious. I just got through looking at a will with they stuff in it. They wrote themselves as guardianships over my people while we were still alive. The United States government allowed that. They sent them immigrants over here as settlers. They handpicked them and sent them to be settlers. They ain't handpicked these immigrants. They just opened the floodgates. So they don't know what they got up over here.
And they said this person said their full name is August Pierre. What kind of surname is Pierre, y'all? We know where the surname Pierre comes from, right?
Wow.
Where you go, Mr. Pierre? Wanagi, Mr. Pierre, where you at?
Yeah, they got Pierre from boarding schools, so they actually just gave us random ass names. His real name is Set Solemn.
They didn't give you random names. They gave you our people's names.
Well, I guess your name comes from Pierre. I don't know. His real name is Set Solemn. And August's real name is Swalampst.
Again, y'all received our names. That's the random
Well, what
names.
does Swalampst mean then? If it's your language, what does it mean?
To what I'm saying to you.
And what does Set Solemn mean? Because that's your language, right? Set Solemn. That's actually him right there in the picture.
No, I did not say that.
Is Set Solemn right there in my profile pic?
Again, you all received our names, and we know you did, and we got documents of that as well.
Y'all
Well,
got
he doesn't look like you guys either. Because that's him right there in my pic.
He's a corporate actor.
Well, and he's the one that went to Carlisle?
No, his name is Set Solemn. He never went to boarding school anywhere ever. Our people here in Lummi, a lot of us, we never even left here. We were one of the last tribes to even be contacted by.
Yeah, that whole story. Yeah.
It was like the late 1800s before they even made it to us.
Person say something, they always got to be the last of the Mohicans in the oh, we did this. Every last one of y'all say this.
Well, you can't find anything about my people, the Lummies. You can't find anything about us because our knowledge is gatekept.
That's a white person.
No, that's my 5th great grandfather. He's full blood.
You are full-blooded white.
He's full blood. Full blood. I have the picture for that.
Oh my God, boy, these people be playing games. How come I not finding much about your Modoc Indians in the National Archives? I can't even find a census record for y'all. And I can find one for the Apache, the Cheyenne, and a lot of these others.
What does that tell you? I just told you these people wrote over our stuff. I'm not playing. I'm serious, very serious.
And this is Klamath. This might be the school. This is one of the schools he said they went to. Let me see what their naming structure was. Tribe, Klamath, name, surname given, Robert Allen, Pierre. Surname, name given.
Bro, hold on. I gotta say something real quick. This just goes to show how slow you are because you think this guy's Klamath or that he was somewhere down in Klamath, bro. He's Lummi. He's not Klamath at all. You're not gonna find him in a Klamath census roll.
Sir, I didn't say that dude was Klamath. I didn't say that dude was Klamath. I never said that dude was Klamath.
Pierre is a Lummi last name.
I can care less about your little semantical shit. I didn't say who was Klamath. I clicked on Klamath, nigga. I clicked on Klamath. You're just an idiot and you can't listen. But no, I clicked on Klamath. I didn't say that nigga was Klamath. Give a damn what he is. He's white is what he is. He look like a white guy, an old white dude that's wrinkled in the face. That's really what it looked like. Really like an old white woman, to be honest with you. But and then y'all got the name Pierre. And then he said, well, they gave that to us. Yeah, because y'all be trying to hide your little other name. I wish I could find where sometimes it showed where y'all didn't put your they didn't change your real first and last name. I bet it's like Gonzalez or some shit. That's what I was really looking for. But I'm gonna have to do a little looking for you folks. Now that I know Klamath and I know Modoc. Oh, now Klamath, Modoc. Now that I know these things, I will be doing a little bit more research. You know what I'm saying? And next time you come up with Mr. Wanagi, you're gonna get humbled some more. Because you should be humbled already. I mean, 1924, I don't give a damn. You already told me the people went to Carlisle Indian School, had to get their citizenship in 1924. That's enough to just already throw you in the immigrant bucket who basically committed treason against your company, came over here and pretended to be Indians. But regardless of that, you know what I'm saying? Some of the other things you said about your land, where you can buy land, well, y'all niggas basically just bought land and call it a tribal land. Y'all don't have land. And the little bit of land that y'all got assigned in Oklahoma, it looks like it's in the Cherokee territory, or it was in the Quapaw Seneca area territory, which is now look like Cherokee on top of y'all. And I'm gonna look a little bit more into that because I'm pretty sure you'll be following me, and at one point you're gonna try to come back up here. And I'm gonna have some stuff to embarrass you even further. As many times as you want to come up, I will just keep embarrassing you. So yeah, I'm gonna end up having to get off here pretty soon. Let me just
what you say your real name was?
Mine or his?
His. We're talking to Dumpy over here.
What's my real name? Like my legal government name?
What is the real name. You said it earlier. What's the real name again?
Of me? Who are you asking about? My real name?
The people that you claiming, dog. Your
Oh, the
grandfather.
dude in the picture.
Yeah, your grandfather. That look like your grandmother. Show his picture again. That's what you can do. Show that again. Was it him or her? I don't forget for
Yeah.
real.
What did you say your ancestor's name was again?
Here, I typed it in the comments and I'll show him again.
To say salam,
Just looked up that
salam.
image, and it's saying that that person's name is
That's Salam.
Ben
This is
Blackburn.
him. This is him when he's younger. That picture of him was him when he was like really old. But this is him when he's young.
You said his name is what? CR.
Set Solemn.
But CR said it said a different name.
Yo, when I looked that person up or that image, it says his real name is Ben Black Elk. So who is
No,
you
that's
trying to
not
give? What
him.
name is
That's
you
a
trying to give this
false.
person?
No, that's literally a false result.
Nah, ain't no false. It said his
No,
name
you
is
can
Ben
here. I'll
Black
show you the
Elk.
full fucking photo. Look up the full picture, man.
Nah, you got caught in your lie.
Nah, man. Look
That's
up
what
the full
that
picture,
is.
man.
Hold
Nah,
on, I'm gonna show you what I found.
nah, bud.
You over here pulling up Google images and faking like that's your family, Mr. Wanagi? That wouldn't be nice. That wouldn't be moral, would it? Pulling up random white folks
Bro, slow
wearing
down. I'm literally pulling up the
wearing
full photo. I cropped it
feathers.
to show just him. I'll show you the full picture.
I hope you didn't do that, man.
All right, there's the full photo. You can try to screenshot that and Google search that, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know. What's his name?
It should come. It
Oh,
should come
yeah, I
up.
saw it. You said it down there. Tasset something. Salam. It sounded like it was
Why I'm not finding your ancestor when I type that name in. But that image that you just showed is that said it's somebody named Ben Black Elk.
It's literally
Hold
the
on, let me go ahead
same.
and clip this one and run
Bro,
this one
fucking
too.
Google is
You ain't gonna be up here
confused
lying.
because natives all look the same. If I take a screenshot of you and I put it into Google Images, it's gonna say it's 2 Chainz.
Nah, we have a
Do
diverse
it and
look
see
of
what it
black
tell you.
people. Y'all look a lot alike. Like the Asians look like the Mexicans, look like the Spaniards, look like the Arabs, look like the Hindus, look like the Indonesians, look like the Thailand, look like the Chinese, look like I can keep going. Look like the motherfucking Vietnamese, look like the goddamn Hawaiians, looking like the Alaskans, looking like the goddamn you can put y'all all in the same bucket, sir. Yeah, when all these people, y'all always show these people when they old as hell and wrinkly, where you can't really tell what their phenotype really was. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that they
That's
really
literally my
love to do.
grandfather. He's still alive. I
Say
took that
Sam.
picture of him like 2 days ago.
They just
Say
looks like
Sam, in that last photo that he just showed, it was saying that person name is Joseph Hillary, like
Yeah, the dude on the
Hillary,
dude on the far. Listen, bro,
Hillary.
the dude on the far left.
That's who it
Yeah,
was
that's
saying. That
Joseph
last
Hilaire
person
on
he
the
just
far
showed.
left. On the far left, yeah, the dude on the right is Jack Pierre,
But that
which
ain't
is
the
my
name you up here
grandfather.
telling us the name. That ain't even
Bro,
the
I
same
said my
person.
grandfather's name is Jack Pierre.
And that still ain't even the same name. So
Who's
what's
the
going on
rest
with
of the
your name?
people in
The
that
naming
picture,
of your
though?
people ain't even
Who's the
staying
rest of the
consistent.
people in that picture, bro? Who's the rest?
It was only one person
It
standing
says to
there.
the far left is Hilaire, in the middle is Pierre, and then to the far right is another dude.
I only saw one person in that picture. I just screenshot
Yeah,
and went and searched up.
it's because
So you gonna sit here and keep making
TikTok
up these
doesn't show the
lies?
whole fucking picture. I gotta crop it and like move it so it.
Get the cropping, homie, because the person you showed ain't who you sitting there saying it is.
You said Photoshop too.
All
The
right, bro.
images you
I'll
showed
crop it
are the
real
people
quick.
you
I'll
saying
crop it
they
to
are.
show the whole picture, and I didn't say Photoshop. I said crop.
If you heard him say Photoshop and slip up, put the one in the chat.
It really don't matter what he say. Sister, he lying.
All
And
right,
I
there you
bet the
go.
Modocs.
Look up that. Screenshot it, crop it. That's the whole picture. And tell me the names of everybody in that picture. Don't leave out one person. Should have 3 names.
Those are not historically what the Indians wore, but I got you.
Historically, you must not know my history, bro. You don't know the Lummi history. You know why? Because we hide it from you guys.
Well, you know, lots of voyagers came to these shores, and I've read lots of books, and I
Well,
know
the
exactly what they
voyages didn't make
said.
it
So
to
I guess
us
they
until
didn't
like the
see
late
you.
1800s.
I know that's funny
So
that nobody saw y'all. That's what's so funny.
they
Nobody
didn't.
saw y'all.
You know why? Because we're damn near.
'Cause nobody
We're
saw
on the
y'all.
coast. We're on the other side of where they landed.
Yo, you up here lying.
Sir, people were
Yo,
landing all over
ass
that
off,
coast. You want me
bro.
to show you how many
So
people
who's in
landed
the
on that
picture?
coast?
So who's in the picture, bro?
Every picture you didn't show and
Who?
the
No,
names
who?
you trying to say these
No,
people
you went
are
and
ain't
Googled it and
matching
you got
up.
your results. What were your results, man? Who were the 3 men in that picture? Tell me.
Sir, I'm gonna tell you this. Hold up. This is in the Spain Museum, okay? The nautical whatever. Everybody was landing on that side. More people landed on that side, sir, than landed on the other side. This is Spain over here, right? They only have like 5 lines coming this way. Everybody came from the Philippines, sir, to this side. When we say y'all motherfuckers came from there, they came from there, okay? I don't know what you're talking about, okay?
Why did that man have on Cheyenne regalia and you said he was a Modoc?
Y'all wanna know what's even crazier about that
I've
picture?
never
It
I've
goes
never
right
showed
back
you
to
one
Pinterest.
I've never showed you one
That
single
image
picture of a
goes
Modoc.
directly back to Pinterest.
I've never
It
showed
don't
her.
even go to no official
Where did she get
websites,
Modoc
none of
from?
that
Because I
shit.
never showed her one picture of a Modoc. Never.
Well, tell me how all these people landed on this shores that they still didn't see. Even Lewis Corus didn't see y'all. When he saw the Miwok Indians, I'm trying to see how close the Modoc was to the Miwok. But
Bro,
when
he's Lummi, bro. Lummi, look up where the Lummi live.
Regalia. I don't give a damn what you said it was. It's still Cheyenne regalia, and that's not what you're saying to
It's
see.
not Cheyenne regalia. Those are
Yes,
paddles.
it
Those are
is.
cedar. They don't even have cedar
You
there.
are a liar.
They don't have cedar over in
You're
Cheyenne
lying to be
territory.
lying.
Regalia.
They
That
don't
ain't
have
even a
cedar over
real
there.
man. You gonna have to come better than that, man.
Lummi.
And wasn't you the one that was showing your ancestors that was supposed to be named Ghost? Was that you I seen the other day? When I
That's my
was
last name. My legal last name is Ghost. Yeah.
yeah, so this is the person, Sam. This
yeah, I
homie right
remember him.
here. Out here lying to be lying.
Hmm.
I come from
You a
multiple
lineman.
different native families.
You lying. A
I'm pulling up
lineman.
hella shit that you guys can't even pull up one of.
I'm about to ask you a question here in a second, though.
I'm literally showing you guys my whole family tree all the way down to the T.
Yeah, because
On
y'all
my
be
ghost
changing it up.
side,
You
my
act like we
dad's
don't
side,
know
my
that the
dad's mom's
Spaniards, the
side, my
Russians,
dad's
the
dad's side,
Filipinos,
my
and
mom's
everybody's
side,
been
my mom's
hitting that
side, my
coast
mom's
forever.
dad's side.
Now look, this was Lewis
Everybody
Corus's
knows
book in
people.
1822 when he wrote his book in 1822, and he drew the people on the West Coast that he saw, which was not too far from where y'all was at. And I'm gonna show you how far y'all was from where he saw these people. But that's why I said, how come people
I
don't see
mean,
y'all?
when you say y'all, my people were in the plains and
Now
my
this
people
is
were in
this is who we
Washington and
saw, right?
Oregon.
This is who we saw in California in
Right, they have paint
1822.
on. They're
Now
painted, right?
that's the Miwok Indians right there. That's the
Painted
Miwok
with straight
Indians
hair, right? Painted
landmass.
with straight hair.
Modoc is right here. How come they didn't see y'all Modocs? How come they didn't see the Modocs? They right
Because we're
here,
way the fuck up there. Why would we be down there?
right? How come they didn't? Nobody saw
That's
the
Mexican
Modocs.
territory.
But on
We're
top
not
of this, do you
Mexican.
know what the Miwoks look like today? Let me show you what the Miwoks look like today. They look like you, which is funny. Let me ask you, why is it? Why would that happen? Why would that happen? If in 1822 they look like what he just drew, and then all of a sudden Miwok, when you come here, you'll see people that look like you, right? Right? That's your folks, right? That's your folks, right? But how did they change in less than 100 years? I mean, a little over 100 years. How did they get? How did
They
they go
never
from?
did change. They
How
looked
did
like
they go
that
from
back
this?
then. They didn't
No, they
change. They
didn't.
just looked like that.
How did they go from this to that, sir? How did that happen,
We got a real one in the
They're
comments
painted, bro.
right now.
Look, they're
She could come on
painted.
stage and debunk your whole
sir?
history, homie.
Half
They're
the
painted,
face is
bro.
half the face is painted green. The other half is normal. Sir, do you
No,
not
it's
see that?
painted.
Yes,
painted
the green
red.
side. The green
No,
side
it's
is
half
painted,
green and
sir.
half red.
Sir, the green side is painted.
Why would it be half green and just half normal? That don't
Let
make
me ask you
sense.
this. Let me ask you this
Look
then.
at the dude on the left. He's half black and half red.
No, sir. He's got his face
He's
painted
painted half
partially
black and he's
green,
painted
sir.
half red. Yeah, bro.
He's got his face painted half green. Let me go back.
And literally, look at you see the thing that's on my fucking grandfather's head?
Green, blue, his color of his skin. The thing that is contiguous is the color of the skin.
You see that thing that he had on his head? He has it on his head in this picture too. That's how you know it's the same dude. He's wearing the
But let me
same
show you
headband.
this. Let me show you this. Because all of a sudden they changed to this.
No, he's
But
wearing the same headband, bro. Look at that.
why does the why do they demelanate it in the government archives? Why would they
Yeah,
use
go ahead and
the
show that again.
non-painted one?
CR?
Huh?
CR the what? C what's your name? CR the
Why would they
what?
use this one, sir?
Go ahead and put my grandfather back up so I can show how he's wearing the same headband when he's younger.
Why would they use the whitewash version on the website? And why did the people of the Miwok Indians look like your folks today? Huh? Do you
They're
want us to
painted.
forget that let me pull this up real quick.
They don't even have curly hair like you.
Look, even in their museum, they put the whitewash photo in their museum, sir. Do you think they don't know the real one exists? Let me show you the real one.
The
Do you
pictures
think
that
they
you
don't know the
showed, they
real
have
one
straight hair.
exists?
They have
Yeah,
straight hair.
with
You don't have
melanated
straight hair.
skin. With
You don't have
melanated
straight
skin.
hair.
Sure, we know how to straighten our hair. That's not hard.
You don't have straight hair.
Sure, we know how to straighten our hair. That's not hard.
No, you
Okay,
don't.
that's thick straight hair. We don't know how to straighten our
You
hair.
don't know
That's
how to
pretty
straighten
funny.
your
Hey,
hair.
That's pretty
Auntie,
funny.
come on the panel real quick, cause he over here trying to talk crazy
Why
about
would
your
they do
people while you
this?
still existing, trying to claim to be
Why would they
y'all.
do this? Why would they do this? And let me show you. You act like we don't know that people have been settling in that area for a while. Let me show you this.
Your people weren't. Their people was, but it wasn't your people.
It's real Californians in this live.
The
You
battles
can't
aren't even
lie.
from down
I'm
there.
just waiting on her to grab a mic so she could shut you down.
The
Oh, right
battles are
here.
Cherokees.
Right here. Now let's take a listen. Let's listen to this real quick. It says three great powers, Spain, England, Russia, sought dominion on the Pacific coast and regarded San Francisco as the key to success. Spain won, and to that fact, we owe the peculiar richness of our background reading the story of the founding of San Francisco, even though prior they were black, right? And they were, whatever. There is always a sense of pageantry hovering over the page. Those Spaniard soldiers or Franciscans, blah, blah, blah. So you have Spaniards, English, Russians coming here, but also don't forget the Spaniards brought with them Filipinos and Chinese folks. And you also have all these folks that's coming here.
Bro, I'm
And
not even listening.
Mr.
I'm gonna keep it
Wanagi,
real. I'm not even
Mr.
listening to this
Wanagi
nigga.
wants us to ignore that these people came to the Pacific coast long ago and have turned into him. And he wants you to believe that his non-melanation doesn't come from the fact that he's one of these people for real, but that he was just one of these people that, just so happened to get caught up in intermarriage too many times and have been whitewashed out. Or maybe he just really thinks that he was just
I'm
unmelanated and
not
always like that
whitewashed.
naturally.
I'm not whitewashed. That's for sure. I don't look like them people that you showed in that picture.
Sir, yes, you do. Sir,
No, bring them back up because I don't look like none of those white people you showed.
let me show you real quick. Let me show you.
I'm
Let's do a
smoking
little
too, so I'm about to
comparison.
get kicked off your live because I'm smoking and I'm not about to fucking hide my shit just because I'm
Yeah, it's telling me I gotta. It's just telling me, yeah, that's probably what you're trying to do.
I
I
was already
understand.
smoking to
You're
begin with.
desperate.
But
You're desperate. When people
desperate for
get
what?
desperate, they do desperate things. But that looks exactly like you, sir. Come on now. Let's put
No,
him
show
down
the
by
other guys.
you.
Yeah,
Let's put
he
him
looks
down by
like me.
you.
Yeah, he does. I agree. He does look like me. Well, now, what do the other dudes look like? They
That's
don't
the
look like
Miwok
me.
Indian today, sir. Eyes. That's your dad.
You don't look like
That's your
you.
pop.
You don't look like you.
That's your pop. I'm gonna let
He's not a book. You can't write that. You can't just paint him.
I'm gonna let y'all come up and say something. I got to get off here. I got a podcast. I got to shoot. I got to take off
The
too.
last thing that you showed, that was a book that somebody painted. They could have just wrote anything that they wanted in there. You can't just You
I
can't
think we
just
made
make
our case. What's up, y'all? Y'all let y'all say. I think we made our case with you.
Um, I look like the coastal California Indian, not you. You guys weren't there.
Who are you?
You guys weren't. We had the
I don't
Lumbee
even know.
in the
We don't even
space
know who you
report.
are.
Hold
We
on,
don't
I'm
even know who
Okay,
you
talking.
be
are.
quiet.
We had it don't matter. I'm her. We had the Lumbee
You
in
are
the
not him.
space a few months ago, and they talked about how they were not in California, how they were in the mountains hiding during the WARs. And as we
That's a
were
fact.
having Indian removal
What are you high
in
on?
California, they were marching you guys into California as false fixtures. You look like the Chino that the Spaniards had enslaved,
Why?
the
Because I have a little
mixture
mustache.
of Southeast Asian and then their blood, the Spanish, made what looks like today the Indian and a
And you
lot of
look
the
African.
whitey looking Latino.
You look
Well,
African.
you look
So,
like a Chinaman
hey,
with that little ass mustache you
people, you
got.
You
can
look
say whatever you want
African.
to. I'm sure you've never
I can
been to
see you. I
Africa and you
seen your
probably
little
never met
dome
an
when you
African.
dipped off.
You
But
look
You
like
look
this
a
is
African.
what
Mississippi. You
this
like
is
a
You're
what
whole
the
translucent,
Ohlone
bro, and I
this
can
is
still
what the
tell you're African.
Ohlone Indian look like, me, and this is what the Miwok look like, me. These are all the
Balonies don't look
Indians that
like
were
you. I
up in
grew up in
Anchor
Oakland,
Buena,
California.
which is today
I grew up
called
in
San
Oakland,
Francisco. You guys
California.
were not on the coast.
I grew up
You
in
guys were in the
Oakland,
plains, and
California.
you actually said that earlier. And that picture that you
Balonies don't look
showed
like
of your
you.
grandpa, he was not, that's not no coastal land in California. That looked like the desert. That looked like the 4 points, and that looked like the plains. They were on
I
dry
have
land, no
grandfathers
mountains
from
in the
all
back,
four of those.
no
Which one do you
beach
want to
in the
see?
back, no
I have
coastal nothing,
grandfathers
no
from the
hills, no
plains. I have
nothing.
grandfathers
Flat,
from the coast. I
dry
have
land. They
grandfathers
were
from the
in the Dust
mountains.
Bowl.
What do
Say,
you
So
bro,
want to,
you
mute
don't
which
up.
have
one
to
which
you
one do
don't
you want to
have to
see?
lie.
Which way do you want it?
You
I'm
don't have to
indigenous in
lie.
all
Your
fucking
people were
aspects.
not in the San Francisco Bay Area. Now that's a
I
LIE.
was born
And
in
they've
Oakland.
admitted
I'm
it
pretty sure
several
that's what my
times. They
birth
told us they
certificate
were in the
says, but
mountains
okay.
hiding.
All right. I'm pretty sure my dad was also born in Oakland. Okay.
You're
Well, you
talking
look
about the
like Sammo
20th
Hahn.
century.
How you gonna sit here and talk
We're
about you
talking about the
indigenous?
original people of the San Francisco Bay Area.
Right,
You're
the
talking
Ohlone.
about your father's
The
generation.
Ohlone, right. I know the
Stop
Ohlone.
moving
They
it
don't look like
everywhere.
you.
Yeah, I'm the Ohlone.
You don't even know where the pyramid is.
What pyramid? We have many pyramids.
Exactly. You don't even know where the
We have
Ohlone
many
pyramid
pyramids.
is. You don't even know
We
where the
have many
Ohlone pyramid
pyramids,
is.
but the Ohlone
You
built
don't even know where the Ohlone
shell
pyramid is,
mounds.
and you
Stop
claim to be
talking
Ohlone.
over
There
her,
is
fucking
no
weirdo.
Ohlone built shell mounds, and our
You don't
shell
even
mound
know
is
where
in
the Ohlone
Emeryville.
pyramid is.
Our largest shell mound
Y'all
is
hold
in
it down for a
Emeryville,
second.
California,
How goofy
in
can you be?
between
You
Berkeley,
claim to
San
be
Francisco,
Ohlone,
and
and you don't even
Oakland.
know where the
So
Ohlone
what are you
pyramid
talking
is.
about? Because we have the whole Bay Area.
Did you know
We
that
have
you guys even
pyramids
built
and mounds, but
pyramids?
our largest mound is the Emeryville shell mound.
No, there's a
So
real
what are you
pyramid,
talking
an
about? Put a
actual
name
pyramid.
on it, because we
No, there's
put
an
a
actual
name on all
pyramid.
our
It's
pyramids
it's
and
in
all our
Oakland.
mounds. So what are you talking about? Name it.
Mm,
What's the name of it?
you should know that. It's your people built it.
No, 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 no. You're sitting up
Yes,
here
yes,
telling
yes,
me
yes,
what I
yes.
don't know. I'm telling you, put a name on it. Where's Pyramid Lake?
I'm talking about
Where's
the
Pyramid
Ohlone.
Lake, Mr. Know-it-all?
Pyramid Lake is nowhere near where the Ohlone inhabited.
No, you're asking me about pyramids. And
Right,
I
the
said put a
Ohlone built the
name on it,
pyramid
because
right
we
there
have
in
many
Oakland.
pyramids
No,
and we have
there's a
many
pyramid
mounds.
in Oakland that
Put
the
a
Ohlone built.
name on all the pyramids
It's
have
in
names.
Oakland.
All of them.
It's still there.
What is the name of it?
Look, I'll show you.
No, don't show me. Put a name on it. Don't show me that small 5'9" pyramid in Oakland Hills. Don't show me that. Put a name on it. What is it called?
You talking about this one?
That's exactly the one he's talking about, and I want him to put a name on it. That sits up in the East Oakland Hills, and it's around under 6 feet tall. Are you Googling the name?
You know he is. He on tea time.
No, I was ordering DoorDash. My bad.
Or like
What's going on
delivery.
now? I kind of forgot what's happening. What's happening?
You ain't
Calling the
forgot
Mulan is
nothing.
crazy.
You
My
ain't
bad.
forgot nothing.
You look like
I've been
Buddy.
smoking a lot
You
of
ain't
weed,
forgot
bro.
nothing.
I've been
That's what
smoking a
my
lot of weed. My
grandkids say
bad.
when they
What's
don't
going
have
on
an
now?
answer to their problem. Oh, I forgot the question. Can you ask me again? No, you brought it up. You ain't forgot nothing.
I'm high as shit. My bad.
Nah, don't blame it on the trees. You over here lying.
Oh, the pyramid, right? Oh, you wanted the name. It's the fucking
My bad,
yeah,
y'all.
here. Let me look the name. Let me look the name up.
My bad, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all hold it down for
You
another
good,
few
Sam? He's
minutes.
still getting walked down. He backpedaling right now. Still don't know what he talking about. You want to talk all that noise, cutting that sister
Yeah,
off,
that's
and you
the
can't
that's
even back
the
up your information.
Joaquin Miller found it. He's the first one to discover it, so to say. And he named it. He gave it a name. It wasn't the original name.
What is the original name? Now you sound foolish. Now you sound like you look.
I'm not a lonie, so I wouldn't know that actually.
Joaquin
That's why I
Miller.
was asking you, because you
What
should
was the
know.
no? You said you brought it up.
No, Joaquin Miller found it. He didn't build it. He just
He
found it.
didn't find nothing. He didn't find anything.
No, he definitely just found it. It was just
He didn't
there.
find anything. He didn't find the park that's named after him. He didn't find the street that is named after him. He didn't find the ravine that's named after him. Joaquin Miller didn't do anything
Well, that's why
but write
that's why
his
I was
name on
asking
the
you, because you
tree.
said you're a
What is
lonie.
the
I'm just
name of the
wondering.
now we're gonna get even more specific. Name me the name of the pyramid.
No,
Tell me who
you
built the
should know
pyramid
that.
and tell me what the pyramid was used for.
No,
Because
you
that's a
should know that.
specific pyramid. Since you know
You
so
should know
much,
that because you're a lonie.
since
No,
you
you're a
know so
lonie.
much,
I'm not a
no,
lonie. I
I
just grew
do
up there.
know.
I just grew up
I
She
there.
got
know
to
where
tell
it's
you.
located. That's how I gave CR exactly where it is in East Oakland Hills.
No, you had to ask me
You
like 100
name
times. What
what is the
pyramid?
name of the
What
pyramid and
pyramid?
what was that
I
pyramid
had to
used
tell you
for?
about it, and you
Tell
probably
me
looked it up on your
how
tablet.
tall is have you ever been to that
You
pyramid?
probably looked it up. I don't know how
Have
tall
you
it
ever
is.
I've not been on tea time the entire time. My face has been up here. There's a whole audience of
Yeah, that's why I
122
said
people.
your
I have
tablet. That's what I
never gone
said. You
on
went
tea
and
time.
used your little
I don't
tablet.
need to go on tea time. It's written in my DNA. I've
You
been
have a
taken there
separate
since I was
device
a
that you're
little
looking
girl.
shit up
I
on. I
was
ain't
taken
slow.
there by my great grandparents. I was taken there by my grandparents. I was taken there by my parents. I took my kids
What
there.
street is it
I've
on?
taken my grandkids there. How tall is that pyramid?
What street is it on?
How tall is you
Yeah, I
don't
shouldn't
know
even know
nothing.
what.
You don't know the name of it.
I'm
You
from
don't know how
Oakland,
tall
fool.
it is.
Already
You don't know what it's
said.
used
You the one
for.
Fuck,
that don't pay
fool.
Don't ask me
attention.
what street it's on. What
Bully, bully,
how
African booty
tall is that
scratching. I'm
how
from
tall is that
Oakland.
pyramid? Have you ever been there and how tall is it?
It's taller than me, I'll tell you that much. And I'm 6'2".
It is not taller than you.